YouTubes. Quattro for live here. Got the Stage 3 Plus B5 S4 at work today. Going to be making a custom 3.5 single exhaust for the car. It's got the excess power 2.5 exhaust, but the muffler blew out at some point, so the owner took it to an exhaust shop and they ended up welding in 2 resonators in its place, and unfortunately ever since the car has sounded like absolute shit. So the resonators don't look too bad, it's just the job that they did is an absolute shit show, and I will show you guys why in a minute when I lift the car up, but it doesn't matter because when we're done with it, it's going to sound fucking awesome. I'm going to be using this old Mig Welder here today to build the exhaust. So although it's not going to have, you know, the prettiest colorful rainbow welds, you know, it will surely make for a good functioning weld with no leaks, and that's really what we need, that's what we're after. So I just want to say before I get started that I am not a fabricator by any means. I'm not an engineer, and I surely don't consider myself a professional at this. I am merely a gearhead enthusiast that loves performance, and I will stop at nothing to achieve the next level of performance. This being said, I don't document these do-it-yourself videos so people can ask me to make them their own parts or make an exhaust like this, you know. I post these type of videos to inspire others to get out there and take a chance on the do-it-yourself, because to me that is the best way to learn, and when it's your own car you have as many chances as it takes to get it right. So just, you know, just please don't ask, you know, to make you the same exhaust or make parts or whatever. You know, I personally, I started with nothing and I worked my way up to where I am today, and you know, this is all from experience, and you know, you can do it too. All right, got her up in there. Just gonna show you the exhaust before I take it off. So normal excess power up to here. You got the resonators here that they welded in. You can see this guy's not too bad, but then you come to the back and then that's when you see the problem. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Dude, that's a 2-inch pipe. This is 2.5 inches, and then they literally stuck a 2-inch pipe inside of that 2.5-inch pipe and filled it with weld. I mean, look at that shit. It's the size of my finger. What the fuck? Somebody just so fucking lazy. Like, it's an exhaust shop. How do you not have 2.5-inch pipe? That is so common. And then they did the same thing on this side. See it go from 2.5 to 2 and then back to 2.5. So it just, the exhaust just rattles so bad, like you're barely getting on it. You know, you can't even put it in boost. It just sounds so terrible. So we're definitely going to be fixing that. If I was just fixing it, I would just cut this out and put 2.5-inch. Honestly, that would probably really help the sound out a lot, but you know, it's all or nothing for this guy. We're going big or we're going home. So all right, got everything laid out right here. As you can see, most of this is Vibrant stainless 304. I really personally like Vibrant. They're one of my favorite companies to use, and I wanted to use all high quality stuff on this car. It's going to the Midwest, you know, there's a lot of salt in the winter, so we just want to put some good, nice metal on there that's not just going to break off and, you know, melt into the wind. So I'd say I have a plan, but I more or less have an idea of how this is going to come together, and my idea all starts with a collector. And like I said, I'm not a fabricator, so I don't know how to make a collector, but you know, after many nights of research and R&D, I was able to find this Vibrant collector. It's exactly what I need to make this happen. It's 2.5 going down to a 3.5. So this will be the start of the exhaust. We'll be cutting it off and then, you know, attaching 2 pipes to the excess power pipes, and then kind of just going from there. So after that, we'll most likely be using the V-band flange to make that center pipe, basically to make it 2 pieces from the back. Very, very nice, very high quality, very expensive, but good shit. Got a few 45s, 3.5. I got one big 90. You know, I got a nice chop saw there if I need to cut some stuff up and get some angles. I got some short 90s over there. But you know, ideally to get the angles, I went ahead and bought a basically like a little pie cut kit. These are nice. You can get these off eBay. I got this one like $60–70 for like 10 of them. Makes like a total of 150 degree, but it's nice. You know, you can make little bends, you know, like say right here and you need a bend like that, you can just put that on there or spin it to kind of find the angle that you need. These work very good. I can make these myself with the chop saw, but it does take a lot of effort and a lot of time, and it beats the shit out of that blade. So it's nice just to buy them and, you know, just rule that out, and they're all perfectly the same size, whereas if I make them, they probably won't be exactly perfect. Got a little flex there. That one's okay. I actually ordered one that's a little higher quality. Should be coming in today, so hopefully you know, be able to check that out before I put all of this together. So I won't be doing everything today. And last but not least, coming out the back, we got this vibrant 18-inch Balta resonator, just like the one on my car, just 3.5 inch. Look at that bad boy, holy shit. So hopefully that's all we're gonna need. You know, like I said, sounds really good on my car. I don't see why it wouldn't sound good on this car, but if we need more, you know, I can always add another muffler or add something in there, so, you know, no big deal. But this is pretty much all the stuff. I'm just going to cut the exhaust off and start working on it. I got a friend to help me with it. You know, he's a really good welder, so if I get stuck in, you know, a point where I'm having difficulty, you know, he's definitely going to help me out and, you know, give me advice. So this is always good, you know, that's what friends are for. You know, none of us are perfect at anything. It's always good to get a second opinion, so, you know, you should do the same. But enough talking, I think we should just get right into it. All right, went ahead, cut all the exhaust off, got it on the ground right here, all that bullshit. I went ahead and cut the downpipes so they're flush and even, so we're just going to start fresh like that. The only other difference is I just turned this pipe up because it's turned down like that, and that caused the O2 to go out, so we turn it up a little bit. So we're just going to start going from there, put a merge in somewhere in this area, figure that out, get some pipes, play around with that, and then just keep going one piece at a time. All right, so we got the hardest part done, making that Y-pipe using the merge collector that we got. Looking very, very good. That's pretty much about where it's going to be. You don't want it too low. Obviously this pipe is much, you know, bigger than, you know, 2 pipes. So that's about where it should be, something like this. But looking very good. Basically, for those wondering, I basically just took the old exhaust and cut up some of the parts where there were some bends and just sat over here and played with it and just figured it out. We expanded the pipe on this side so that way the first pipe goes in, so that way the exhaust won't be hitting a wall of weld or a wall, you know, of pipe. So it's just a nice smooth transition, and that also gave us the ability to kind of turn the pipe a little bit. So that's how I was able to get away with that. Kind of a drastic turn, so like I said, I just cut those up, turned them, you know, 45 degrees, and I was able to get them to line up perfect. Looking very, very good. Very happy about this. Welds look pretty decent, just gotta clean them up a little bit, you know, Mig Welder, you know. Very, very functional though. Very functional, but that's what we're looking for. All right, take a look at that. Got the Y-pipe all finished up, looking great. Not bad by reusing the old stuff that we're not going to use, just kind of cutting the pipes, turning them to get the right fit, and then I just went ahead and cleaned them up. You know, all the new parts look nice. Might as well make the whole thing kind of look nice. Went ahead and cut off these old excess power badges because, you know, this is no longer excess power. This is a Quattro for life power. So that's pretty cool. So pretty excited about this. I feel like it turned out really, really good. So just gonna go ahead and throw it back on the car so we can continue. All right, got the Y-pipe back on. Went ahead and start doing the 3.5. So I put this the Vibrant 45 up here, and it just fits perfectly in this spot right here. Clears everything. It's up high enough. So basically just cut this straight piece so it all lines up right. Got it just tacked in there. So gonna be putting the flex pipe in. I was gonna do it a little bit earlier, but it's really just too big. So gonna probably be putting that, do the 45 right there, put the flex pipe right there, and then keep going towards the back. Should hold it. All right, got the flex pipe and the V-band. It's welded on this side, but it's just tacked on that side. I went ahead and figured out our mount here. This is like a universal exhaust mount. I just cut these pieces. So this way we'll just weld this right to there. I'll clean that up. So that's why when you take it off, it's just that one bolt. Zip. Pretty simple. So we just need a little piece of straight pipe right here before I put the 45 in. So I'm just gonna work on getting that cut and cleaned up and ready for fabrication. All right, looking good, looking good. Got all this stuff welded up after we tacked it. Just got that 45 coming right out the back. See that? So there's our custom mount. I'll just cut that off and clean this up a little bit. So that'll be very simple, just to unbolt that. Got the flex pipe in here, right here. Clears the axle, plenty of room, plenty of room, plenty of room. Fit my whole hand in between, so that's good. Looking very good. Look at that. It's almost like we bought it. So I'm probably gonna do a couple pies right here to turn it up a little bit, because it's got to go up a little bit, and then we'll probably just go right here with the resonator, just like it's a muffler. But so far so good. I'm just gonna take it all back off and clean up, you know, some of the welds like I did on the other pipe, and just touch up a couple things. But we are getting very close. I'm very excited to hear it very soon. Alright, got the resonator up there, got it in place. So we just got two 45s, and then I just cut this straight piece. Gonna put that straight piece in right there. And that should be it. Just gotta make the mounts. One right here, right there, right there. So we'll just go ahead and tack this in and get it all welded up. Let me get a quattro for life. Alright, got the resonator tacked on. So before we take it off and weld, we're gonna just tack up all the mounts real quick. Got that guy right there. Looking good. Alright, got that mount welded in. This one I did custom. I took one of those universal mounts and I put it in the vise and bend it the right angle. So that way, when you're back here, you don't see some, you know, big, you know, piece of metal sticking. That's just kind of tacky. So from the outside, we're not going to see any of the mount, and that's going to look good. So we'll go ahead and take it off, finish welding it. All right, got it all cleaned up, got it installed back on the car. Oh, that just looks marvelous. Looks like we bought that shit. Looks good, looks good. So let's just get it back down on the ground, start her up, see what she sound like. All right, moment of truth is here. Ready to hear this exhaust. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fire it up, let it idle for about 5-10 minutes, and then I will give it a couple revs, because obviously I'm not going to rev it with a cold engine. So I'll skip the warm-up part, so, you know, don't think I'm just gonna get in it and, you know, just hold it to the floor. So that would be pretty stupid. So let's go ahead and start it up. Gonna give her a little bit of a rip, see how she's doing, clutch broken ends, make sure everything working right. Ready or not, here we go. Nice and smooth. I'd say that sounds pretty good for a homemade exhaust. Pulled it back in, cleaned all the exhaust up, went ahead and painted it, gave it a nice couple coats of that flat black. That's that grill paint, like the Rust-Oleum high temp. I used that VHT before, I wasn't too impressed with it, so been using that Rust-Oleum ever since. Worked pretty good, looked pretty good. So that pretty much wrapped this up. I did do a couple things. I welded a washer on each side of the mount, so that's nice and tight. It can't move or nothing. Put one up here too. So it's looking very good. I'm very happy with this. You know, it's a very good feeling, you know, doing it yourself and getting it done and seeing the final result. And you know, even if you don't have much skill, you know, you can do it too. You just have to do it. You just have to try and, you know, use your mind and brainstorm and, you know, just figure it out. You know, we're not professionals by any means, but this looks pretty professional. It's definitely better than what the whack-ass exhaust shop did to his old exhaust. That shit was just like, dude, how do you even work in an exhaust shop? But anyways, that's pretty much it for the car. I'm pretty much done. Gonna be returning it to my friend in a few weeks here. So I will definitely be making a video, you know, going to bring him the car and, you know, getting his reaction and, you know, him driving it the first time. And, you know, while I'm back home, you know, I got a little bit of surprises for you guys. So we'll just have to wait until that video comes out. But I got some cool shit for you guys. I'm really excited. So appreciate everybody for sticking around, all the support, all the likes. It definitely really helps the channel. Not begging for anything, but just wanted to say that, you know, I've been looking at the analytics and I have seen, like, you know, understanding like how YouTube work and all that, and all the support you guys give, like, it definitely make it work. So I really appreciate that. I work pretty hard on all this shit. Spend a lot of time, you know, here at work late pretty much every day this week trying to get this all done. You know, it's definitely not the hardest thing, but it's very time consuming. Everything very time consuming. So very much appreciated by everybody, and I can't wait to see you guys at the next video. But just like every other video, hope everybody have a very good day.